Welcome back. So, if you followed the steps in our last lecture, you should currently be logged into your Databricks Free Edition workspace, staring at the main dashboard. Before we start clicking buttons and writing code, we need to talk about the environment you have just stepped into. The Databricks architecture has evolved drastically over the last year. What you have access to right now for free is actually the cutting edge of enterprise data engineering. In this lecture, we are going to look under the hood at the three major architectural pillars of your new workspace. And then we will cover the Databricks fair usage policy so you don't accidentally get your account suspended. So let's dive in. There are three massive upgrades in this new free edition that you need to be aware of as a developer. The first being Spark Connect and the Data Frame API. This environment is built on a technology called Spark Connect. It is a modern thin client architecture. For you, this means we will be focusing entirely on the Data Frame API. This is the absolute industry standard for modern data processing. Note, the old legacy RDD, or rather Resilient Distributed Dataset APIs, are not supported in this serverless environment. So if you find a 5-year-old tutorial online using sc.parallelize, it will immediately fail here. We are strictly writing modern optimized PySpark. Secondly, Unity Catalog and Managed Volumes. This is the biggest upgrade of them all. In the past, free users had no real data governance. It was just a wild west of loose files. Now, your workspace comes pre-configured with a Unity Catalog metastore. Unity Catalog is the flagship governance layer of Databricks. We will be strictly using Unity Catalog volumes for our file storage. We are saying goodbye to the old legacy Databricks file system, root, or rather DBFS. Using volumes is safer, much more secure, and perfectly aligns with the enterprise architecture you will see when you land a job in the real world. Now, thirdly, the Databricks Assistant, or rather Mosaic AI. Finally, you have full access to the Databricks Assistant, powered by Mosaic AI. This isn't just a generic chatbot taped to the side of your screen. It is highly context-aware. If your code throws a massive red error, you can simply click Diagnose Error, and the assistant will actually read your underlying Spark driver logs and explain exactly how to fix your code. We can use it to refactor messy pipelines or explain complex transformations. It is a massive advantage for accelerating your learning. Now, while this environment is incredibly powerful, it is a free sandbox. Databricks pays the cloud computing bill for this, so there are rules. Databricks calls this the fair usage policy. The first being compute limits. You are generally limited to a small serverless clusters, usually around 16 cores and 64 gigabytes of RAM. If you write an infinite loop or run a massive, highly unoptimized query that attempts to hog all the resources, Databricks will automatically step in and suspend your compute access for the day. Don't panic. Your data is safe. The limit simply resets the next day. This is just an anti-abuse protection to stop people from doing things like mining cryptocurrencies on free servers. Secondly, supported languages. Because this relies on the new serverless architecture, this environment currently supports Python and SQL only. There is no support for Scala or R. Since this is a PySpark and SQL course, we are perfectly fine. But if you have existing Scala scripts, they won't run here. Thirdly, data privacy, the right to train. This is the most important rule. In exchange for providing this free environment, Databricks reserve the right to use the data you upload to train and improve their internal AI models. So here's the golden rule. Do not upload sensitive data. Never upload real PII or other personally identifiable information, real customer credit card numbers, or any form of company secrets to this free environment. Always use the dummy datasets provided in this course or strictly public data. And there you have it. You now have a fully operational serverless data engineering environment, and you understand the architecture and rules governing it. The setup phase is officially over. In the next coming lectures, we are going to put this power to use. We will spin up your very first notebook, create a Unity catalog volume, upload our salesdata.csv file, and execute our very first PySpark command. And I'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.